Happy Monday, folks. Welcome back to another Paranormal Albany. It is uh, the third, second. It is the second weekend of November.
Oh, it's the third. Yeah.
No, it's the second weekend, the second Monday of November. Um, so, uh, and it is still actually it is the day after Halloween.
Hmm.
And the last time we did a couple backstories about how Adrian met Hugo's future child, and how Sydney and Rhoda met, and how Matthew left town in a uh,
Oh.
flashy manner. Yeah, or actually flashy or muddy manner. Depends on your definition. But so, however, we will start out with um, back in remedies. Jillian comes in the door, and I assume Hugo, you would turn to greet your wife. Yep. She completely ignores you
Yeah.
and makes a
All right.
beeline over to Adrian. Um, is everything okay with? And she pats her belly. He feels like he's doing somersaults in there.
As far as I can tell, he is healthy. Yes. I'm assuming, based on what I have read, well, he might be finished cooking soon.
Oh. Oh gosh, I hope so. I mean, okay, but there's nothing wrong. Okay, he's not in distress
But I can see.
or hurting or anything. Okay. Um. And okay, 30, 30 months. Yeah,
Oh.
Jillian's been coming in quite a bit during this during this during her pregnancy. Anytime there's anything going on, she'll come over and ask you if everything's all right, and stuff. Once she realized you could read the baby's thoughts, or not read the baby's thoughts, but read the baby's emotions. Through that, they learned uh, that Mexican food is a no any longer, and several other things about that Hugo can no longer allowed to cook.
Mm.
And that's
Yeah,
where the argument is.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Um, Hugo, give me a notice plus social, and you can add in whatever magic distinction you want. Something's brushing along your wards.
People are saying they can't hear Vort.
Oh no.
Okay, you gotta probably change your setting on your mic input, or set your mic input.
How about now? There we go. Looks like I'm okay. Looks like I'm okay.
Yep, you are.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I had to put a
so-
placeholder about remedies as a thing for the trigger. So, anyways, okay, so social notice, and we'll use my potions. So, that, and that. As much as I don't want to offer you this option, would you like to roll first there?
Yeah, I can do that.
Who gets your plot point?
Who gets my plot point? Huh.
You can't give it to yourself.
Well, I mean,
We established that already.
Oh.
Jesus. Could you not?
Gosh.
well, I mean, I am rolling 2d12s. The fact that
Okay.
I've rolled them, near the maximum you could
Sorry,
roll
man.
with it, that's just,
All right.
Yeah.
Can't. Well, I might be able to
I
beat
should
that.
open the roll.
You will know, regardless, you will feel something that brushed along your wards that you don't like. This roll is to determine how much detail you get.
Okay. I am burning
Through the wall.
I am burning a step up and a plot point. The plot point is for my high level of distinction, and then step up is for my notice. Because I'm paranoid. I got my pregnant wife in here who's soon to deliver. TBD. Come on.
Wow.
Really? Really?
Adrian,
Yeah.
Hugo's stress level just went through the roof.
You roll a freaking 19, the best I could come up with as an 8?
Is everything all right, Hugo?
Well, how you resolving that roll there, Tom?
Well, okay, first off, you get a plot point from it.
Yeah, I figured as much.
You're feeling better.
At least I got it back.
And I think D6 stressed out is a valid thing for it. And you let's see, I beat you by
11.
11. So I get, wow. GM gets 2 step-ups.
What? Who said
Or gets 2
that?
plot point. Well, I mean,
You don't get
I
plot
still don't-
points because you've never given us plot points for beating you by that much.
no, I've given you polka dice.
I
Okay.
think
So-
Fort got a step up.
Well, yeah, no, in the gift there, yes, but I meant, yeah, polka
So,
dice,
yeah.
yes, for Tom, that's fine because that's what he's given us in the past.
Yep. So okay. So yeah, I've got a D12 polka die that I can pull out when I need. So yes, and but you honestly don't get anything other than what I've told you so far.
I just feel something
Something-
unfamiliar.
No, something nasty.
Oh, even worse, unfamiliar and nasty.
Yeah. Yes, it's unfamiliar and nasty. To put it in the nasty in the category of thing, I mean, there's the fae that kicked your ass when you were doing that delivery.
Which one? Oh, wait, the ninja hit monkey. That's right.
Yes, the hit monkey fae that kicked your ass. That and Miles Davis. Those we'll go those for 5 on the icky scale. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you remember the Hydra-like being with the tentacles?
I was there for
That-
part of that, but I don't think I was there
Yeah.
for all of that.
Okay. Well,
You
that
never forget a tentacle beast.
yeah,
Yeah.
that we'll call that one a 10. What you felt was a 12 or 13
Great.
on the icky scale.
Fantastic.
And it's like it brushed up against the wards, which means it pretty much just walked in front of your place.
I'll go walk towards the front, try to
Look out the windows.
look out the windows. I'm not necessarily going to open the third eye, but I'm looking to see if there's any ripples, distortions. Because if it's putting off that
Yeah.
much energy, there's a chance it's kind of like a heat wave effect. Or heat, like where you see heat mirages kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking
You're-
about?
I do know what you're talking about, but if you're not opening your third eye, you probably
Yeah.
you might see it if it's got a strong glamour. Okay. Are you rushing to the window?
I'm not exactly rushing, but I'm also not calmly walking towards it.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an influence roll. I will set the difficulty. Let's see. Yeah.
Influence and
Social. Give me 1 second because you were nice enough to give me a complication. So that means I got to pull out the rolling sheet for it.
Mhm.
And you blew that by that. So
I almost thought that was 3 1s. I was just gonna celebrate hard.
wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Here's my
So-
roll.
Here's your roll. Wow. Okay.
It's not
Nope,
enough to get a
you-
polka die, which I'm okay with, but
Yep.
I
But
think-
you do.
I think it's too soon for me to burn the stressed out just yet, so I can't spend it on anything.
Okay. But you hold it together as you go and you look out. Go ahead and give me another notice roll. Since you're not opening your third eye, just
Is this still a social notice, or can I switch to a mental notice?
probably mental notice since you know what you're looking for. Let me set the difficulty.
I'll take a 12.
You got 12. I got 5.
Yay! That's a polka die somewhere.
D10. Or wait.
No, D6.
Yeah.
C6. Yep.
No, D6. I got it backwards. I was looking at the wrong dice pool.
All I rolled was yeah.
Yep.
There is somebody out there. Wearing a tall, you're figuring probably about well above 6.5 feet tall. Carrying a staff.
Oh, great.
Give me 1 second.
Adrian gets that hint of Hugo's panic and he goes to the window. She's just going to kind of like nonchalantly offer Jill to get Jillian some tea and bring her to the back. And
Okay, you're doing the okay. You are
I could ask for no finer winged woman in this situation.
yes. Come on. Oh, they don't. Yeah, well
Adrian
over
doesn't
6.
want her little godson to be in harm's way.
Yeah. wearing a actually a long duster.
Oh, no.
He's got a staff. Couple days worth of stubble. Um, tough to tell his age. You're thinking probably late 20s, early 30s.
Dark hair,
What? Dark hair. Yep. You got
cowboy hat.
yep, you can see rings on his fingers. All of them. There's a bunch of rings. They're clear. And he's got this grin that you can only call evil. And I'll let you ponder that for a sec. I'll be right back.
How is everyone
Hilarious.
staying?
Considerably less tense than this moment right now.
Right? Yeah. I have to have surgery next week on my foot again.
Oh no.
Eeh.
Hopefully that goes well, as in pain goes away and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I just think I should have a bionic foot from now on.
So what do you do?
Oh, you're back. Okay. I will go to the front door, open it, and greet whoever is standing outside there. Gosh, like trying to make like nothing's wrong.
Okay. You take that moment, go to the door, open it, and you see the flare of the coat as during that brief moment, the person took and made a dramatic turn and starts striding away strongly, whistling. You're not sure where you heard that whistle before. It's might have been something you heard like when you were watching cartoons as a kid and heard Snidely Whiplash whistling.
So they're just walking away. They're not coming in.
They're not coming in. Nope, just walking away. Like he's seen everything he's interested in there, and can
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I open my third eye.
okay. All right. All right. Give me. Okay. I got to make 2 rolls real quick.
Oh, no dying, Tom. No dying.
Okay. That one you could ignore. Now for your difficulty. Okay. How about I roll some dice this time?
I was gonna
There
say,
you go.
3 zeros. That's impressive.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll for your third eye.
I'm throwing focus practitioner in with this.
Okay.
Well, I meet you on the 1-to-1 front, but the total of my dice equals to 1 die you rolled. So my 7 is not beating your 12.
Yep. That is fair. Okay. So, Um.
Oh, crap.
Well,
Oh, crap.
you get another plot point, but you're more stressed out because this person's power level that you're looking at is well, the raw power is about the same level that Matthew wielded, but it's but this is
Well,
Matthew had raw muscle. This guy's power is trained, focused, and controlled. And as you open your third eye, he spins around and says, "It's not polite to look." And yells Fozari.
Mm.
I would like to resist.
Run and hide.
Well, yes, but
Yeah. What are you going to do to resist the power he's throwing at you?
I'm just gonna channel what magic I have straight into the meager amount of wards on here because that's what I
Okay.
can think to do. But I have remedies as a resource. Can I channel
Okay.
that into this roll?
Yes, you can. Yep, you can. You've run your. That's right. You are on your wards. And that will give you. You get. What's your remedies resource?
2d6, 2d. It's a d6, d6.
Okay.
Eventually, I'd like to start upping that, but we'll
Yep.
get to that later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's part of what the other stuff you were doing. Go ahead and take a step up of 2 free step ups.
Okay. So then that'd be the 2 dice for remedies, my focus practitioner, my magic, and then my mental, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Yep, that's. And then I forgot I get an extra D8 because you're stressed out.
So this is where Tom rolls 2d20 against me.
Wow.
No, I didn't roll 2D20 against you. In fact, I rolled for crap.
All right. 5, 2, 6, 3. So for the first time in the entire 2 years we have played this game, I think I actually get to roll more dice than you want to roll. I still rolled terrible, but I rolled more dice than you.
Okay, right now I have 11.
I'm
And you have
spending
9.
spending a plot point to make that a 12 for me.
Okay.
That's how
All
you
right.
do it.
You are able to channel to force the power into the wards. But this is what this guy has is scary. Adrian, the building shook as if you've been traveling around in your van when you were, basically out racing a tropical storm one time, and you felt how, the winds will buffet a van around. It feels like that happened to the building. But you do block it. What are you doing now, Hugo, to respond?
Hugo hasn't thought that far ahead. How dare you ask me what I'm doing next? I'm reacting. after I disperse it, I'll be like, this is I know. In fact, let me just pull up my character sheet again. Yeah, I got that. I'm just gonna be like, and it's not polite to just throw an attack. And that's about as far as I go. Like, I don't throw anything back because I don't have a potion prepared or anything in hand that I could throw at him.
Okay.
I'm just curious I'm just curious about you because you set off a lot of things that scare me.
Huh. Well, you're smarter than you look, which isn't that difficult. And he uses his staff to tip his hat up a little bit and turns and starts to walk away again.
I shut the door. Like, I'm not going after this, whatever this guy. I at least could tell that was human, right?
Oh yeah, no, he came across. It was a human practitioner.
Okay.
Human practitioner. Like I said, White Council level power. Clearly, with a lot of juice. Yep.
Yeah, I just walk back in, close the door, turn the sign to closed for a moment.
What happened?
There's a guy, scary, powerful, like stronger than Matthew, and Matthew's already White Council level, so this guy's above that. I opened my third eye just to take a look, and he threw power back at me for doing so. I was able to deflect it, and then I just let it go at that. There's like almost a slight hysterical. Like, it sounds like I'm laughing at the situation, but like I'm just a little. I don't know how to channel the sudden adrenaline spike and the crash I'm going through now from it.
Adrian hands him a cup of tea.
It shakes in my hand for a moment before I set it down on the counter for a second, sit myself down, place my hands on the counter just to let them feel the solid of the counter to center myself a little bit, and then drink the tea.
One thing I haven't had a chance to ask. You guys took all that stuff from the place, from the thing on Halloween night.
Yeah.
What did you guys do with it after that?
I believe we set it up in my back area.
Okay, you got it back in the back area. All right. And you guys haven't obviously had a chance to investigate it too much yet because
No.
it's the day after Halloween. Okay. Sydney.
Yes.
You hear the brownie young lady call out, "It's the bat phone."
Do I know where the said phone is?
Yes, it's hurtling towards your head at the moment.
Yeah. I'll try to catch it.
Give me a move and physical roll.
All right. Everything all right over there?
Um,
Nice.
2 ones. Wow. Now the thing is,
Oh, almost matched you.
um, jeez, I'm gonna let that one pass. I got no reason. I got, if I rolled 2 ones, that's just I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, you catch it easily. Um, you do get a D6 polka die that I can't
Awesome.
pass on. You do get
Who
that.
threw this phone at him?
His maid.
Oh,
Um,
Thank you. I'm gonna try to fumble and answer the phone.
yep. Yeah, I mean that's one of those Nokias. Those things hit you in
Right.
the noggin. You might
Yeah.
not. Mr. Drake.
Yes.
Um, uh, I promise, folks, I'm not dying. It just seems like that. Um, there's something's going on. Somebody's walking through town, upsetting everybody.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
I mean, it's just everybody's flipped out.
Okay. Who is this?
Um, this is um, this is Mr. Wyko. I run the bookstore. Um, I run the archive
Uh,
down on State Street.
okay.
You've heard of it.
Mhm.
Locally, it's kind of where some stuff was kind of a local spot for stuff being stored.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Do you have a description of whoever this guy is or
um,
where he was last seen?
yeah, wearing a Western outfit, um,
Why do they always wear a Western outfit?
over 6 foot, over 6.5 feet tall.
And why does
It's got,
everybody have to be taller?
it's got a wizard staff,
Uh-huh.
has some kind of enchantment on every ring on his finger. Um, I didn't look that closely at him. I just barely, I mean, I, he seemed to be trying to provoke something. I mean, he was rapping on the door with his staff.
Trying to get in after hours, I assume?
No, this is during the day. No,
Oh,
he just was rapping it like a kid trying to annoy me.
eh, okay. Is he still in the area down there?
Um, yeah, last I knew he was walking up State Street,
Up State
um,
Street.
towards the Capitol buildings.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna try and look out ah
Everything all right?
well, I looked out the window and he spun and like looked back at me,
Okay.
tried to lock eyes with me. I don't want to get sucked into that whatever he is, that soul gaze. Um,
Uh, all right. I'll head down that area and try to figure this guy out.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
Try
just,
to
he's just past Pearl now.
okay. Try to stay away from the windows and
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
yeah. All right.
Best of your knowledge, at least,
Uh-huh.
the archive that did not archive. that building there, that was the last old style building. One thing about the magical community is they tend to not set up in newer construction. They tend to like the older stuff. It's even something where you actually even made a little bit of money fixing some knob and tube electrical wiring because they seem to like that better. You know,
Fair.
so the so they don't go into anything built after 1950 generally.
Right.
So going up that way, with the exception of the state buildings, it's all pretty new construction, or at least completely gutted and renovated. So if he's walking up there to harass people,
It's only a couple buildings that he would, or areas he would pick. Okay. He would probably call Rhoda to try to have a little bit of backup in a way. And then after setting up someplace to meet her along the way or whatever, probably also call Kasser and just see if she knows anything based on the description of who this person might be. I don't know if that's any information Kasser would even be able to know or figure out.
Crap. Shoot.
Player
no,
curveball.
Yeah, shoot.
I'm offended that you forget about me.
Pretty much whoever or whatever she says, Sydney's going to be like, oh, okay, I got something. I don't know what to do with that information.
Actually, to be honest with you, Ava?
Yeah.
The second he starts giving the description of the guy, it rings a bell with somebody that the archive talked about quite a bit. It sounds like Harry Dresden. The whole thing. I mean, she had you guys spent quite a bit of time together, and she had talked about him and described him. So do you pass that along? It doesn't sound like how he normally acts, but it's up to you what you say.
Well, it sounds like it might be a fella named Dresden.
Dresden.
Powerful fucking wizard.
Like the city? Isn't there a city named Dresden? I feel like that's a thing. Anyways, okay. So a powerful wizard. Great. Okay. Thanks. Apparently, he's around our area now. So, well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but watch out.
It's always a bad thing.
There you go.
Thank you, Kasser.
Yep.
And I'll head on over to go meet Rhoda and try to call Hugo along the way.
Okay. You'd be able to, assuming he's answering the phone, you'd be able to do so.
Gravities.
Hey, Hugo. Sydney, of course. So apparently there's this guy named Dresden in town making everybody feel uncomfortable.
Is Rhoda in the car right now?
Probably at this point.
Yeah. At that point, well, okay, actually, let me back up. Once you described him to Rhoda, you've been briefed on what he looks like. It looks like it, but it doesn't sound like how he would operate. Um, are you going to check where he is right now?
Of course, she's
Okay.
going to message um Gar
Be hilarious if Rhoda's
a
just
text
texts
message.
Dresden and goes like, "Hey, by the way, are you?"
She would text message was a thing in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she'll text message Gar, "Hey, is Harry Dresden in Chicago with you?"
You get back a message. Well, actually, you know what? Go ahead and give me
Texting skill
a
roll.
no. Go ahead and
Oh,
give me an influence and social roll. She can be busy, so whether or not
jeez. You said influence.
and social.
Couldn't I roll Valkyrie? Because
Yep, you can.
okay,
Yeah.
I had a
Whenever
really good excuse.
whenever you think there's a distinction that applies, feel free to suggest it. Okay.
Let's see. What did I get?
Yep, you got it.
12.
She replies, "What do you mean with me?"
And then she'll reply, "Well, it sounds like he's here in Albany, but I have this feeling that it's not him."
Checking. No, he's in no, he's in Chicago right now.
Okay.
Just
So
confirmed it. It's either somebody
she,
playing on his reputation.
Rhoda, while Sydney's talking, she'll
Mhm.
find this out and she'll go, "Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not him. I think it's a glamour or
It's
someone
not this
pretend."
Dresden guy.
No, it looks like him, but he's in Chicago. He's not here.
Oh, you know the guy?
I've heard of him. It was a simple Google search.
Right. Google. Hey Hugo. I guess it's not this Dresden guy, but someone looking like him.
I
I don't know if that means anything to you. Have you seen anything?
Paranet's not fully up and running still, right? Tom.
At the beginning.
It's beginning.
Okay. I've heard whispers on that collective of low-powered users, but whoever he is, they were near my store here recently. I looked at them, and I don't want to leave my store.
Huh.
All right. I think we should head to Hugo's first.
I do too.
Yeah. Head in there to check up on you all and see what to do from there.
Okay. All right, you two can get there. It's no.
Yeah.
After I hang up the call, I'm gonna head to the back, and I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna make something to bind somebody with, kind of a potion. I don't even need it to be successful. I'm just trying to do something routine or regular for me that I can use to try and calm myself down, like focus a little.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll. Let's see. Yep.
I'm stepping my focus practitioner down to a D4, but I'm not doing it for the plot point.
Okay. Well, if you can still take the plot point.
Okay.
Nice. Or was that
16 doesn't quite. I'll say 16 doesn't beat the 17, but I'll. Tom is rolling like fire tonight.
Can I spend a plot point to add your 3 in there?
No, he beat me.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
You rolled an
you're right. I rolled
11
16
and
or
a
17.
6.
You rolled a 16. Okay, yep.
I mean, unless
Yeah,
you're
well.
choosing to take a lower die.
No,
That's
you're
what
right.
I heard.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I think he got a 6. I think he picked both
well,
threes. Is what it,
that makes sense. You were pretty. Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. I did screw up the roll. Give me 1 second. I do have to reroll. I rolled too many 8s.
Still rolled that 11 though, man.
Yep.
I
But
at, least
was awesome.
I at least tied him there.
Right.
I will use the plot point I got for stepping down to step down my stressed out a little, because this is calming me down.
Okay.
Since you rolled a 1 on that.
Yep. So you did. Okay.
I tied you. Like I said, I don't even care if this potion is successful. It's
All right.
It's Hugo taking a Vort trait where things are stressed out. I just need to do something to work the stress out.
Okay. I'm assuming Sydney and Adrian kind of leave you alone. Or not Sydney and Adrian. Julian and Adrian leave you alone.
Up to them. I would respond and talk with them, but obviously in a distracted sense as I'm trying to just focus. And I'm sure Jillian's probably seen me do this once or twice before, since I've probably been stressed at least once or twice during the pregnancy.
Yeah, but she usually enjoyed being the one that kind of kerfluffed you. She doesn't enjoy watching that somebody else scared the crap out of you.
That is fair.
All right, but you do get it. It's going to take a while to cool, but you got everything set up so that the potion looks like it'll be good when you hear the front door open.
Grab the potion.
Well, it's not ready and it's still hot.
Right.
So
I mean, you do see someone in a long coat, but he doesn't have a cowboy hat on. So.
Yeah.
Rhoda would open her third eye before she'd get out of the car.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Right. Sydney would probably go around to the trunk to begin with and start pulling a couple extra things of gear or whatever out of the trunk. Like grabs a little duffel bag.
Yeah. It's been a bit of time and it did ground it, so there's the weather. But go ahead and give a third eye roll, Christina.
Okay. I rolled magical also.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Again.
What did you get?
You rolled a 6 and a 10.
Yeah. So okay.
So does her eye fall out of her head?
Yes. It rolls on the floor. And Sea Thief runs and grabs it and takes it to the back, because getting a third eye is a very rare ingredient.
Okay. Go ahead and give me I would have to say a physical plus move.
Okay.
Because you feel a sudden wind start to pick you up.
It's possible. But I have such a low move. And then I'm going to roll. Well, Valkyrie.
This is, yep. Okay. Let's see. I beat you by that much. Okay.
Please be bad.
I wouldn't say bad. I rolled a little bit below average.
I'll say it's bad for you.
Jeez. Come on. What did I get? An 11. And what did you have?
I got an 8. So, all right. Um, Sydney, you're going for the door, and you hear this wind and the sound of surprise from Rhoda.
You
And
all right?
well,
He'll turn to Rhoda and everything and say that.
yeah, she's got a hold of the top of your car and is using it to stop her from being blown away.
Okay. He would
Something
be really confused for a half second and then like try to rush over and try to grab her hand. It's like, what? Uh, what is this?
All right. Go ahead and give me a physical roll to pull her down.
Okay. Double physical.
Yep.
We're yeah.
Unless you're doing something else tricky to grab her, but
I think double physical works.
yep. Yeah, you feel a strong tug, and he pulls you back to the ground, Rhoda. You
Alright.
tripped something.
she's going
What was that?
something really bad, and she's going to quickly put a circle up
Mhm.
around herself and Sydney.
Okay.
So roll that magic mental.
Hugo, something just happened right outside your wards.
Is it cool enough to grab yet?
What was that?
Is the
No.
potion
No, it takes an hour or whatever to cool
cool?
down.
I grab a hot mitt
Okay.
and I grab the potion in my hand in the hot mitt, and I walk out front,
Okay.
or at least walk to the front. I should say. I'm not going to walk outside of the shop right now.
You see Sydney and Rhoda standing fairly close together.
Sydney's looking around like as if something
Yeah.
was trying to
Did it-
pull her up, literally.
Did
Like,
I have
they're
did
both
I have a
looking
ward
alert.
that would trip that? Whatever just happened to Rhoda?
No,
Okay.
you don't have any wind roads or wards or anything like that.
But his wards would pick up the circle, right? That she just put up.
Well, yeah, he sensed that something like that had happened, like right outside his door.
I'll open the door. Would you two just get in here already?
Rhoda's gonna go back inside. Go inside.
I haven't left the inside of the building. All I did was open the door in and tell you two to get in.
Rhoda's a little nervous to move.
What
Because of
happened there,
that.
Rhoda? What?
There's someone here that is very powerful that's pretending to be Harry Dresden. Give me a minute to think.
Okay. And then he'll look back towards Hugo and be like,
And Rhoda will yell, "Is Jilly inside?"
Yes.
She's going to do a spell. She's going. Would she be able to do a spell? I mean, her magic is, she's a D10 in magic. Would she be able to do a spell that causes rain to start just in that area?
You'd be able to bring that's probably something you would have, yeah.
Okay.
You could break a rune that would have that.
Right. Okay,
Okay.
so that's what she's gonna do. Make it start raining,
Okay.
and then grab Sydney's hand and run inside.
All right. So all of a sudden a rainstorm breaks over top. Rhoda said something in some language, not sure which. You've heard her say it, you've heard her use that language before. It sounds Scandinavian.
Okay.
And then it starts raining.
All right.
Um,
Are you good now? To head on inside.
Well, she would have just started running as soon as it started raining because the circle
And you would
have
just go to
been
try to catch up.
released. Yeah. Well, she's dragging you
Okay.
with her. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. All right. Well, good to see you again, Hugo. Never a dull moment.
The fuck is going on?
And Rhoda will say what she feels, how strong it is, and she'll say, "It's here to hurt us. Is there any reason something would be coming after your store?"
Not that I know of. Not that I'm aware of.
Where's Adrian? She might be able to feel something.
She's with Jillian. Look back over my shoulder. Have we just let them go into the background? God damn it.
well, no, I mean they're there. She'd originally taken Jillian into the back to keep her calm so that she didn't run outside with you.
Yeah.
But no, Adrian's there. So you can ask her whatever you want. I mean,
Okay. Adrian, do you feel what I feel? What are you experiencing?
Feeling.
I feel something. Oh, go ahead.
I can only sense your emotions. I cannot read your mind or feel what you are feeling.
Are you feeling anything or experiencing anything, or have you opened your third eye? Anything with what's going on outside? What's pushing up against these wards?
right now, nothing is.
Okay.
You don't feel anything malevolent. You started looking around, and then you got hit with some kind of wind, and then it seems like Sydney pulling you down dispersed it. But
Mhm.
Hugo's not feeling anything outside the wards. Adrian's not feeling anything malevolent in the area.
Okay.
So there, to the best of your ability, there doesn't seem to be any immediate danger.
Okay. She'll share that she's aware that someone who looks like is pretending to be Harry Dresden is in the area. And I was able to verify that he's in Chicago. He's not here. And asked Sydney, should we go find out who it is?
Yeah, give me one moment. And Sydney's going, like, opens up the duffel bag he sets on the floor and like, pulls out the big super soaker, just sets it aside, and then pulls out this kind of odd looking athletic vest and starts taking his coat and his button up shirt off and everything to put the vest on. I don't know if anyone's seen anything like this, but the vest is essentially a runner's cooling vest. It's got a little pump, battery powered pump attached to it that kind of pushes water through the vest. Whether or not it does anything to help Sydney in any way, probably not, but Sydney's hoping it will. So he's putting that on under his bulletproof vest, essentially, and then trying to get the shirt back on and the coat, and it's looking a little awkward to try to wear all those layers right now. And then he just puts the super soaker back in the bag.
Okay.
He's not actually going to use that one this time.
All right. We're at the 10 o'clock break, so before you guys head out, we'll probably take our break for a minute,
All right.
and we'll be back.
See you folks soon.
We're back. Thank you for sticking around, and thank you for being here because I've been looking forward to this part all day long. So, Sydney, you've gotten yourself all kitted up to on your wizard busting gear.
Oh man.
So, who is going out after the wizard?
Rhoda goes where Sydney goes.
Let's say the two muscle people, not the frail, not the
Right.
frail wizard and the empath.
Okay.
Yeah, Adrian's too smart to go chasing after someone that dangerous.
Hugo's too scared.
Sydney is not smart enough to not.
Or,
do-
sorry, not too smart because let's be honest, Adrian does not have that. She's street wise
Yeah.
That's right.
enough to not go after somebody that dangerous.
Okay. All right. You guys head out. Go ahead and give me I'm just gonna have to say it's got to be mental and notice.
Hugo, do you have anything you can send us out with that might help?
That emergency getaway potion combo I made with Matthew a while back, I've kept that in stock.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
What does that stuff do?
one of them is basically a magic smoke bomb. The other
Okay.
is a magic, basically an ink to something to draw a circle with that'll help empower the circle.
Okay.
Also comes with a complimentary set of papers to present to anybody if they ask.
Nice. That's super important.
Authenticity.
Are you rolling first, Tom?
Yes, I am. We'll just do a general.
Yeah.
There you go. It's only
19.
well above average. I mean, I could have rolled a
What,
24.
What roll are we doing on this?
Notice any
I
kind
did-
or and any kind of like hunting when you're looking for somebody.
Okay. So physical notice?
I'm in-
or-
I'm gonna use a
No,
plot.
it'd be mental or social.
I'm using a plot point to add all my dice together.
Okay, so that makes it a
Plot.
14.
Yeah, so then I have 3. Okay.
Okay, and you get a plot point.
Yeah, I saw
Make
that.
that a
Okay,
9. So Rhoda's got a 15. I have a 9 at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think even with a D6 polka dot, that's really gonna help me get up there.
well, you're doing it together, so there is a
Okay.
Rhoda, you're kind of enjoying being on the hunt for something really dangerous. I mean, the stuff you've dealt with, they've been, the penny ante stuff. This guy has to be pretty much up there if he can, I mean, you don't know Hugo that well, but generally he doesn't have that pallor of white. Or to the point where he was borderline translucent when you got there.
Yeah.
Um,
She will be, well, she's normally very mild-mannered and calm. She's going to be getting a little bit more intense in her personality than she's ever
Mhm.
been in front of Sydney.
Yeah.
she's going to be rolling up her sleeves, cracking her neck, making sure she has her rune knife. And
You
And-
seem really excited for this.
this is going to be wonderful.
I'm glad one of us is really excited.
The two of you do spot a trail based on just it's how people look.
Mhm.
It took you a little bit. You had to go off on one of the side streets. And you're outside a looks like an Irish pub.
Great.
Oh, this is looking up.
Right?
And it's pretty much emptying out when you get there.
That's a pretty good sign that whoever that is probably here, right?
Right. And all those humans see it and are afraid.
Yeah.
They're not leaving like they're terrified. They're leaving like I don't want to be here anymore.
Mm.
I want to be away from here, and the farther the better.
All right. So drink.
Yeah. How about I go in the back and you go through the front?
Okay.
She put her fist out
She-
like this. Then she does like a
So
Oh,
do
it's
it kind of like
fine, it had-
awkwardly do that.
healthy jog to the back.
Okay, you're going to the back?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Huh. Okay. Give me a second.
Oh, did we make it difficult?
Well, I've been to this particular place a lot, but I generally don't make a habit of going out the back door of it.
Mm.
I pay my bill.
Mhm.
But okay. You're able to go around. There's a several looks like the kitchen staff decided to take a smoke break at the same time,
That's always a good sign.
including some people you're not sure they even smoke.
Mm. How is everyone?
Uh, um, just good, good, ma'am. This is the employee only entrance. If you'd like to get in, you need to go around to the front.
I have to use the bathroom so bad. Are you really going to make me go all the way to the front?
Okay, give me social influence.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna head in.
Yep.
He would try to be as nonchalant about walking in as possible, but it probably comes across like a cowboy walking into a saloon,
Mm.
Yep.
where it's like
Okay.
it's a little too tense.
Can
You
I roll
know,
now?
Yes, you can.
Mhm.
Okay, just there. The door's right there, man.
Thank you. And she'll lean over to kiss his cheek. I really appreciate it.
Okay, you go in. Sydney.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a well, this is what's happening. There's a body flying at you.
Oh.
What does Sydney want to do?
As in somebody is jumping at me or someone is being thrown at me.
No, it's the back of them. Somebody's flying out the door that you're about to walk through. You open the door and you see this body flying at you.
I'm gonna try to like duck and roll under
You're
this
trying to
thing to
move
try
out
to
of the
dodge
way.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I don't get it. I talk all day, and then I get on stream, and that frog just
Yep.
keeps jumping.
Because
Okay.
player shenanigans are triggering
Right.
all sorts of things in you.
Okay, go ahead and give me a yeah, to be a move roll.
All right.
Let's see. So I'm going to use up a couple step ups just because
You're
I kind of
evil.
feel like it. With a small e, yeah. Okay, we'll say that. Sure.
Okay. All right. Mind if I throw the night thing into this?
Yep, that's fine. That makes
Awesome.
sense. Well,
Hmm?
okay. Are you
Or
gonna
law
let the
enforcement?
guy? Are you? Well, it's up. That's up to you. Are you gonna let the
Right.
guy just as a knight? Would you let the guy just fly by, or would you try and catch him and blunt his? Because I mean, he's gonna fly out
Mm,
the door, and this is cobblestone street. That's there. It's not like he's flying into a pile of leaves or a meadow or something like that. No, he's
all
gonna
right.
fly out of there and hit it.
So what would it be to catch the guy?
To catch the guy, it
Yeah.
would be fight.
It would be what?
It would be fight.
Oh, okay. All right. That's even better. That's fine. um. Okay. Do that. All right. Try this out. 17 then.
Wow.
Okay. You managed to stop him, and don't fall down on yourself.
Good.
He leans over for a second. Thanks, and
Yeah.
goes
Have a
charging
good day.
back in, and runs back inside.
Oh, I say
Um,
that expecting him to leave, and he runs.
No, you see him scoop
Oh,
down and grab one of the grab a loose stone.
oh, jeez. So it's a full-on bar fight in here, pretty much.
Okay. Rhoda,
Mm-hmm.
you come around the corner. You briefly see Sydney open the door until there was somebody basically had just been tossed out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney seems to be dealing with that. You see a terrified let's see. Let's roll. Yep. You see a terrified barmaid. Who is serving the guy that has been described a couple times already, and his staff is leaning out the side, like he had just been the one to send the guy out.
I'm trying to decide. Am I going to play on the socialite and pretend to work there? Or is she going to throw some kind of rune
I'm
magic?
gonna let the two of you think about that. I'm gonna bounce back to remedies. Um,
Hugo is as we come back in. Hugo is just muttering. It's like I knew it was too much to hope for of having a calm year outside of birth of child. I knew it was too much to hope for.
Adrian,
Yes.
you feel a presence that's familiar, but it's not.
Clear
It's
how?
it's familiar, but you've never actually sensed it in real life.
Where?
What?
Where?
Coming in the front door.
Okay.
Um, a a young man, about Adrian's age, bursts through the front door, um, slams it shut, and locks it. And says, "Jillian, get away from the windows." And then turns around and looks at Adrian, and assuming Adrian's looking back at him because,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Very much so.
and he looks at Hugo, looks at, oh, you stayed.
Who is
Wow.
this that came in again?
A young man about Adrian's age.
I just
Who is he
Um,
speaking to?
What?
Adrian. He's speaking to
Adrian.
Adrian.
Well, Adrian is looking back, and then he looks back and he sees Jillian, and seems to visibly sag a little bit. Um, um, ma'am, and Jillian instantly reacts to being ma'amed. Um, yeah, you want to get away from the back door.
I look and I was like, what is going on? Who are you? This is my shop, so let's talk.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hugo, just for the moment, let's listen to him.
He could
yeah, just-
still at least
I
curse his
promise
name.
you, he means no harm.
Can I at least get a name?
Yes, but yes, after she walks away from the back door. Fine. You know what? I'll put myself between. And he starts marching his way back.
I
In the back area.
interposed. I asked Jillian to come forward, and it's like, you don't make orders in my shop, especially when you haven't introduced yourself and explained what's going on.
Okay. You start to. Okay, go ahead and roll a move to interpose yourself. Give me and you get to roll first for this one.
Eight's not bad. I'll take it.
He walks around you. You put yourself exactly where you wanted to be, but somehow he got himself around you as if he knew where you were going to be. And at that moment, he grabs that binding potion that's still sitting there and cooling. And when the back door bursts open, he throws it.
I just like I get a what the hell out of I think in that amount of time, and I head to the back as well.
Wow.
Um,
Adrian, for what it's worth, just kind of like hovers by Jillian.
okay. To recap, he pretty much is an open door to you, just like you think he would be. Came in alarmed. Then he was confused when he saw the two of you there. Now he's just determined.
And we don't know his name or who the hell he is.
The three of you don't. Yes.
Yeah, the other
Got
two of you are at the restaurant.
What was that?
The other two are at the restaurant, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
just
But
as
Hugo has
And
no
out of
idea who he is.
character.
yeah,
The
I'd
three of
like
you
to know
don't.
what was going on.
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going on.
A strange guy just showed up.
Adrian
and-
doesn't.
Yeah. And started doing things. Hugo, give me a knowledge roll. And you could probably use local business or businessman.
Okay. I was looking at my knowledge if anything local there. Would supernatural threats under knowledge apply?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I will give you that. Give me 1 second. It's yeah, you've known him for a while. Wow.
That's my favorite roll of the night.
That was my first roll of.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wow.
man, that's unfortunate.
All right, welcome back.
That was your first what?
My
Roll of the season.
yeah, my double ones were powerful enough to knock Ava off the internet.
Right.
I misclicked.
Sure.
So yeah, but it's my second double ones of the night.
But the other ones were
No, because it was a 5 and a 1.
no, yeah, he had a double one earlier, but he had other stuff as part of it.
Yeah, it was with a 5, so
Oh,
the
that's right,
actual
okay.
result was a 5 and a 1.
Okay, so you
I got a 6.
you got a 6, which beat me by 4. So at least you don't get a poker die out of that. But okay, so yeah, you know what? How he's acting kind of reminds you of Riopel,
Oh Lord.
especially when like you've seen Sydney try to pin him down and get him to talk a couple times, and he just does that. He just does that. Sliding around you like he already knew where you were going to step.
No, another one.
Okay,
Adrian
I'm
would do
out.
the same thing if she puts her mind to it.
Okay. All right, the rest is yours. I got it bound up.
I look at what came in the back door.
Looks human. It's kind of straining at the. What is how does the binding potion when it hits somebody? What does it do? What's the effect look like?
I think for this one, it would just basically slap their arms down at their side, and then they just kind of they don't fall because I'm not trying to hurt somebody, but like they slump down to their knees and then fall to their side, all in a
Okay.
manner that doesn't hurt them.
Okay. Yeah. He's kind of fallen to his knees, but he's still upright. And he's struggling against it.
Who is
Can I
this?
feel from him?
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Social notice empathy?
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Well, and you get to add another D10.
I'm gonna throw a plot point in there to make that a 14.
14. Okay. So, yeah, it's a, yeah, it's a fairy folk under a glamour. Whatever it is nastier than your spiders.
Gross.
And singly more dangerous.
Hmm.
Do you share this with Hugo?
Yes, she do not trust its outer appearance.
I go to one of my shelves. I pull a small bag of iron powder,
Oh, yeah, that's good. That'll work.
Mhm.
and I just spread a circle around this guy in iron powder, and
You really can't.
all right, then I'll do a half circle, whatever I can, barrier
Okay.
him
Oh,
out.
you put up a. Okay, so you're putting up a word. You're not just throwing it at it. No,
No,
throw it
I
at
was
it.
trying to enclose it in a circle, and then throw up
Yeah.
a barrier with empower the circle.
Okay, you're gonna have to get pretty close, and it's gonna be a little tricky, but you can try it.
He's currently
that would
bound, and I trust my potions.
okay. That would be a move roll. Let's see. Give me one. It's not. Give myself a step up. Jeez. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Long shot-ish, but can I use my remedies location on this as well?
Yes. Yep, because you'd be able to reach reasonably. You'll be able to reach out and know that shelf will hold your weight.
$13. I will take it.
Okay, and there's 2 1s there if you want to do something with it.
Yeah, I'll spend a plot point to. Actually, without the expenditure of a plot point, can I do an exchange? I propose a complication exchange. Drop that down to a D6 stressed out, and bring up a D6 getting annoyed at the situation. Because that's what Hugo's feeling.
Gotcha. You're PO'd.
I feel that's more story appropriate than me just burning the stressed out off.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the 13 versus your 11 to get the powder circle around, and then I'll empower it once I get back to the front of them.
Um. Okay.
You want me to roll for that as well, or
Yes, give me that. I'm just gonna try. Let's see.
D12's you rolling there tonight, Tom?
Yep. Hey, I've
Oof.
only got two more sessions. I got to use up those Patreon points. And thank you to all the Patreons in the audience. If you're not Patreon member, we do have a bunch of neat stuff that comes with being our Patreon, and it helps us do things like this.
I'm spending a
And
couple
other.
step ups myself. Step ups well spent. I don't even care that I've got a
Wow.
1. Take a 20 versus your 17.
Nice.
Okay. All right, you get a plot point back and a little bit more stress because it snaps the bindings. But it doesn't, and tries to growl at you to make you jump backwards, but you hold firm. Um huh. That worked. I didn't think it would work. And what's going on?
You still haven't
Everything is
told me your
jumbled
name.
up. Okay, it's trapped.
Yes. Name.
Okay. Name. Yeah, sure. Harry.
Your name is Harry. Okay, fine. Harry, what the hell?
You had something breaking through the back door.
And I appreciate the warning. What the hell?
You had something breaking through the back door, and I stopped it from coming in here and attacking you. It's obviously a fey folk, a fey monster.
I give a sigh of frustration and just turn back to the other thing. It's like, you, what shall I call you?
Um, mm, Let me out.
Name first. Doesn't even have to be a true one, just something I can address you by.
Kuhazpath. Kuhazpath. Ravano Destenkaya.
Right.
The third.
All right, Trey. Why are you breaking into my shop?
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Not good enough. Let's go a little further.
Strange how often those good ideas often turn out bad.
He looks at the young man. You mess this up. And he gives a cocky, the young man gives a cocky, leans against the wall and goes, Yup. It was a good idea before he showed up.
I go over to a shelf. I grab some mineral oil, grab a Erlenmeyer flask, pour some mineral oil in, pour some of the iron powder in, start swirling. It's like, I'd really like to know what you hoped to do with the good idea of breaking into my shop. I'm getting tired of things breaking into my shop.
Buy better doors?
Learn better manners.
I take direct offense to that.
Yeah, if you're sitting here, I'd look at him like, dude, you hear what he said? You hear what he said? I'm gonna hold him back so he don't get you, but you hear what he said?
I put in that door. I thought it was a pretty good door.
But no, I'm actively threatening him with oil mixing with
give me an influence roll.
Okay, let's see here. That.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta up one of the complications.
But you don't have to spend all your points tonight. There are 2 more weeks still.
Jeez, so many ones.
Bring my last step up. And I'm bring my last step up. Oh, that was almost a 6. I can't get it with a even with a polka dot. I can't get that. So my 6 to your 14.
And it just smiles.
That's rude.
Release me from the bane.
Why should I?
I'll bother you no longer.
You give me your word on your power?
I give you my word. You release me now, I will bother you and your kin no longer.
Your goal.
What's that?
What was your goal?
If I answer the question, you'll release me?
Depends on the answer.
Your answer can aid in this being resolved sooner, yes.
You get something to trade. Something of value.
Breaking into my shop was getting you something of value?
I've answered enough. I've given you enough knowledge to be worthy of release.
Are there
Any-
others?
There's always others. Anything else will cost you.
I'll go to my liquor cabinet of endless supply that I always have good stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll find one of my better bottles, one that I've been saving for after the birth as a celebratory toast. And I will offer as like one of the finest of human make in exchange for what you were tell me what you were trying to find here.
Adrian,
Hugo.
give me a knowledge roll.
Oof. Okay. Magical theory?
Nope. This is
Okay,
past.
afraid of that.
This is something that was done in the past that you're trying to
Oh.
remember.
Great. So mental plus no.
Yeah.
You want to set my difficulty?
Yep, I will.
Are you sure you want to ask him to do that? Oh, that's not terrible. Damn, what the hell?
All right. Well, I'm going to use a step up to step up my no die to a d6.
Okay. The bottle that he pulled out and is starting to say one of the best, one of the finest. Yeah, that's not one of the finest any longer. That one has You remember helping Matthew refill it with water while Hugo was gone.
Son of bitches.
After you poured enough cheap stuff in to make the coloring right, and then filled it with water. So
Go.
he's about to bargain with crap.
Hugo,
I look back.
think for one moment. Our new acquaintance, she looks over at the guy who called himself Harry,
Mhm.
was concerned about Jillian's positioning in the building. I assume, therefore, that she was his. She looks at the fate. Their target. We don't need to ask what they were after. Someone has been tracking the pregnant women for months. Perhaps more than one someone.
I need to look at something on my character sheet real quick.
The princess grows in wisdom. That will be interesting.
Tom, what would you have me roll to keep my composure?
That would probably be
Social?
that would probably be double social. I mean, it's really just you, unless you could think of
Mental.
like, actually, yeah, social, mental, and probably if you've got a distinction that applies, like
I'll
You
take
know-
social mental. That seems about right.
Yeah. like
So-
like in this case, Sydney would add in law enforcement.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Focus being a part of that as
Yeah,
well.
focus. Yeah, actually, yeah.
So
Focus
social,
would
mental,
be-
and focus, or
Well, in this case, it would be mental and focus.
okay. Will you please
Because
set a
it's not-
difficulty for me? It depends on what I do next.
Well, the
Mhm.
guy's threatened.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
aware, and how I respond to that threat is going to depend on how well I
The
control
guy
my
broke
temper.
in your door. The guy broke down the door, which you really getting frustrated for that.
Yeah.
So that bumps it up to a D8. You just threatened your wife. That bumps it up to at least a D10. And then you get your difficulties because you're just about pushed to the limit. Yeah, that's pretty good. And again with a 1.
But 2 8s, two
Well,
max
yeah, I
out
know.
rolls. It's like,
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not upset by that, but yeah.
my 12 does not beat your 16. Okay. I'm going to explain to you what I'd like to do, and then I'd like you to tell me what dice pool to build this for.
Okay.
I want to start contracting the powder ring.
I'm
not thinking exactly clearly. And this
what
guy,
type of evocation did you take up?
my evocation is at a D6, and I did Earth as my element.
Oh, okay. There would be an evocation that you'd basically be rolling the stuff in, but since you lost that badly, I would say you probably would try and pelt it with all the stuff. So a whirlwind of earth, which would be a whirlwind of the iron.
Okay.
So Yeah, it'd be like it's the equivalent of having razor blades spinning around it. Um, okay, go ahead and give me that roll
All right.
for doing it.
So mental distinction, evocation, and I'm gonna step up the evocation distinction, but at the risk, but getting a complication from doing so.
Okay.
Again, Hugo's not thinking clearly on this one.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll first, or do you want to roll first?
Go ahead and roll because it's pretty much nothing's resisting you.
Okay. Well, hi there.
Okay. So that gets staged up from a D6 to a D8.
Jesus.
And you rolled a
22.
22. Okay.
Hugo
Jeez.
pissed.
Um Adrian,
Mm.
um the young man is suddenly in just the right spot to block you and
Jillian.
Jillian's view of what happens. You can look around him if you want to.
She's taller than him, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but
Got a
he's
few on him.
yeah, but I mean he's like literally
Yeah.
like intentionally trying to block it. Hugo, I'm not going to describe what happens, but effectively
I
you
shred a pay.
Evisceration?
yes, it's just you hear a blood-curdling scream. Adrian, you feel a satisfying chill. Kind of strange.
From me or from Harry?
No, she feels it. She just feels it.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, it takes a second, but then basically it's the ectoplasm mess. And then the young man turns to Adrian. You positively glowed when you were pregnant. And I think we're going to call it the game at this point right now.
Nice.
And he said that directly to Adrian, right?
Yes, looks directly at Adrian.
Good to know.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you folks for coming out here tonight.
Thank you. So, tomorrow night at 7:00 Central, we've got Shadowrun Chicago. This Wednesday we're off. Thursday we're back with Emerald Glitch and Rules of Cool on Gen Con TV. I don't think anything's going on this Friday. I think the next stream is going to be after that is Like Clockwork on Sunday. And then, of course, we're back here on Monday, so we get to find out exactly how Adrian responds to that, and how and what Rhoda decides to do when facing off with that wizard or that so-called wizard in the bar. Thanks for watching, folks.
See you.
Good night.